Okay, so we're here to talk about how we got from a cardboard box to be having a working weed sprayer. Let's do this. Hey, Howard here from 82 Maple, and something I want to talk about just as we get started. If I turn my hat around, now my face is shaded, but up here I have a little logo from Edison Motors, and I got the t-shirt as well. And here's the deal. You need to tune into their channel. They're doing some amazingly interesting things about 90 minutes from where I live. I'll just set the intrigue and leave the rest to you, but you won't be disappointed. If you like equipment and if you're interested in coming role of electric power as far as equipment and trucks go. Okay, that's not the main reason you tuned in today. We're here to talk about weeds, and they are prolific. Even where we drive in the driveway multiple times a day, can't keep them down. So we're going to solve that problem. So part of the solution is this little 40-gallon, 12-volt powered sprayer. It has some clever design features. It's made by, apparently, it's branded at least, Master Manufacturing, although I'm sure that it's sold by dozens of other names in hundreds of outlets across North America. And we just unboxed it yesterday. And what I want to share out is our little journey from A to Z with this, which is from arrival to zapping those weeds. The environmentally friendly weed control that I have 40 gallons of loaded in here is going to be the subject matter for a separate video. What I want to focus on today is the 5 issues we encountered between, again, arrival and where I am right now. So, number 1, the instruction manual. It's essentially useless. Most of the component pieces that need to be assembled are straightforward, and nearly anyone could figure it out with practical common sense. But a couple of items that aren't covered in the instruction manual, but arrive with the packaging as part of the necessary operations, aren't covered at all. Let me give you one case in point. So this comes with a very pretty well designed hand wand for spot spraying. Excellent. It's got a couple of nice mounting clips here. They're as durable as they need to be. The hose comes off of the pump right here, but where to hang the hose? Well, there was this bracket floating around in the box, but no amount of examining the frame, the tank, or anything else gave any clues as to where it should be mounted. So Coral and I just decided to put it in the only practical spot, but what that required was that we drill 2 holes into the frame using a 5/16 drill bit. No biggie, but it did cause 5 or 10 minutes of puzzlement and frustration before we got to that point. And again, there was nothing in the instruction manual about that. Hey, the 3-point hitch. So let's go up around here and take a quick look at it. I have a quick attach assembly on all of our tractors here. Well, all 3 of them. And this, the way it came, did not fit the standard mount for absolutely every other implement. And I think I've got 8 of them that attach to the back of this tractor. No biggie, but I had to adjust this link down a couple of bolts. And then I had to reduce the size of the bushing in here, going to the very smallest one I had available in order to get it fit. All's well, but it just would have been nice to have it standard size. Number 4, the electrical hookup. Like I mentioned at the outset, this requires a 12-volt power source. So there's the usual cord that comes off of the little motor here, and it should correctly follow along over to here. Then some little sticky retainers for the cord to track it down here, up here, and typically we go up under the hood. I've had other attachments that require electrical power. You come along, you hop over here and jump down into the battery compartment. The cord that came with the sprayer was fully 3 feet short. It came to here. And this really requires a compact tractor, not a garden tractor, to tote it around. 40 gallons of liquid weighs, give or take, let's do the math on it. 100 pounds to, 8 pounds to the gallon. What am I thinking? 320 pounds of liquid plus 75 pounds for the tank and the sprayer assembly. So that's not garden tractor. It's going to take a bigger unit, and the cord wasn't long enough. So I decided that being I had to go out and purchase some additional components, an extra length of cord, and some attachments, I might as well just solve the problem permanently. So here's what I did. I built a little mount. There's a nice flat little shelf on the top of the tank on both sides. So 2 bolts. I was able to get my arm in through here, get the nuts on the inside, put a 5-inch by 8-inch battery on here, put a little strap to hold it down, ran my cord up around here. Here's the control for the on-off switch, back to the power source, and we're away. All I'm saying is, and spoiler alert, this unit actually works, and it works well, but I guess my main point is, don't expect to just pop it out of the box and put it to work without a little bit of additional labor, some additional components to suit what you're doing. Number 5, everything leaks. So it arrived with just about everything that needed to be tightened was loose. So not a big deal. Go around, hand tighten everything. We had to put these nozzles on. Again, not a biggie. There was a completely inadequate clamp in here, right where the pressure is coming off of the motor. There was no Teflon tape for where the pressure gauge needs to go inside. The pressure gauge has been tightened down and is facing the operator, if you're wondering why you're not seeing something here. And but none of these holes, the exit or entry points, have been appropriately sealed. So with a full tank, it slops around, and one wants to, that's a little concerning in that if the liquid that one is carrying, if you don't want it spread all over, well, that's something one wants to solve. Again, in a separate episode, I'm going to talk about the environmentally friendly solution that we're trying out in here for our weed control. Aside from that, the operation is really straightforward. There's no extra valves to turn on for the hand sprayer. It's activated simply with a lever that's on the hand sprayer. Pull it off and away you go. And to start the pump through the 10-foot wide spray mechanism, one just flips this little blue switch here and you're in business. So from that standpoint, completely satisfied. And for all other aspects, you know what? I hope that this video was of some help if you've purchased or if you're contemplating the purchase of a similar unit. Hey, all 8 fingers and 2 thumbs ready to get to work in the business of weed control.